Hello everyone, welcome back to Amnesia, the Dark Descent. We keep creeping more and more into this castle. Oh, it's a jar. Okay, tinderbox. The oil has been quite dry lately, so that won't budge. Let's go to the bloody one first. H spiral staircases, they are not my forte in this. Thank you greatly for the tinderboxes, but oil is a must, in my opinion.
Agrippa, I need you to stay awake. Can you feel the syringe?
No, I can't feel anything. Alexander?
Yes.
Soon, I won't even be able to move, will I?
Your life is safe.
I don't doubt that. But will it be worth living?
No. No, it will not. Okay. So... cannot use item this way. So we're gonna need some sort of axe, I would assume. Alright, we got dungeon, more dungeons. Torture chamber. Are you Agrippa?
Who's the switch? Next to me. Thank you. You have my gratitude. My name is Agrippa. Who might you be? Daniel? Like the prophet thrown into the lion's den? Tell me. Are you among the lions, Daniel? You want to stop Alexander? Oh my, so Babylon shall fall, you say. You worry too much. Alexander is toothless without a all. Yes, that's not very promising. Oh, the sanctum is basically impenetrable, but this is my home. It could be reached by another, but Alexander broke his, my own, a long time ago. Really? Then if you tell the truth, by all means, seek out the pieces of the broken wall and mend away. I believe he uses them for torture now. They practically leak matter, which is quite useful, I understand. There should be 6 of them. Look around the choir and the transept. You should be able to find them there.
Oh, you poor Agrippa. This is...
I hate to bother you further,
terrible.
but if you going after Alexander, would you consider taking me with you?
Like
I
your
know it
life?
sounds ridiculous. I mean, look at me. But if you find anything concerning a man named Johann I, would you please bring it to me? I believe he was working on a way to heaven. A recipe for some sort of potion. A tonic to free me from this husk of mine.
I think the only freedom you're gonna get is, like, death.
Me? I'm Heinrich Cornelius Agrippi. I was once quite important to you.
Okay.
Baron Alexander has sustained my soul in this dead husk for years. Who knows how many? Hundreds, I presume.
So, does Alexander want to revive you? So a heavy door is blocking the path. Agrippa, the dying man, seeks a note written by a name by Johann Weah. An orb is needed to enter the inner sanctum. Its shattered pieces lie scattered in the torture rooms. Okay. Let's start moving in. I'm sure there's a monster in here. Gotta eat that moldy bread. Okay, torture room number 1. Not seeing much. Seems like a pretty ordinary torture room. Yep, someone's in this one. No, no one's in this one. Well, alrighty then, upsy daisy. Have a bowl. Daniel, calm down now. It's okay, Daniel. Give yourself a pat on the back. You'll feel so much better.
I know this. I've been here already. I know this taste. A taste of Damascus rose obfuscating the truth in the dim haze. They may sweep the traces from my memory, but my body remembers. These cuts speak volumes, even though my mind remains silent. They will be back. They will be back.
Alright, so I picked up a slab of meat. Not sure what I'm going to use this on. But I do like me a good slab of fresh meat. The fear had begun to drown him again. He reached once more for the empty bottle of Landrum. In frustration, he smashed it against the bedpost. This is like a fucking gate to hell.
Just a little further.
It's like Orpheus descending into the underworld.
Are you hiding something?
What do you mean?
Never mind. Your intuition is remarkable.
I'm not sure I'm following.
It doesn't matter. It's just a myth after all.
That is a swim hemispherical shape at the top. Has a depression and it could fit north. Okay, if we can fit north. And I've explored one of those two areas to find, I think, 2 different pieces. And damn, I might have a run in. The Shattered Orb. All is lost. I must once again start over. Ever since I recovered the orb first found by Agrippa, I have depended on it for my research. The incident with Wilhelm made me most impetuous, fearing a paucity of prisoners. I proceeded with the final ritual without proper foresight. The orb cracked and fell into 6 parts. I have tried everything, but have yet to mend the thing. Unless I can think of a way to piece it together, I will have to find another. There is still life in the pieces, and even if the orb isn't restored, I might be able to salvage some of its power for some other purpose. Centuries have passed in vain, and I began to wonder if I will ever be able to see my love again. How much longer can I sustain my life? So this man went completely mad to see the love of his life. I get it. Can't go a day without seeing her. What is life? Woo! Grab the pot. Genie! Genie! No genie. It's a villain. What about this? Nothing. Still nothing. So the ritual happened down here. Clearly somebody was sacrificed. Bloody ass mess. I gotta get to the other side of the sanctum. Am I going to face a monster? No. Continue on over here. Monster being in here.
12th of August, 1839. Banishment ritual is taking longer than expected, and we have to do what is needed. I spend my time helping out the prisoners. Being around these degenerates makes me ill. None of them even tries to face their punishment with any kind of dignity. They taunt me with their lies of innocence and their cowardly pleas of mercy. What can make a man fall so far from the grace of a civilized existence? They are all wicked men, and I remind myself of it constantly. Still, I am thankful for God sending these monsters our way, as they will serve as the instruments of my salvation. I try to study the different tools in the torture chamber and learn how to use them effectively. Last time was messy, and the effect suffered from my inexperience. When the next warding is to be performed, I shall be ready.
But Daniel, you're innocent. You're not a monster. Bucket of tar. What a bucket of tar is going to be used for? a slab of meat in it? Alright, let's turn back to where we came from.
Is this still time for this again? If so, blame yourself. You started this. You sent me that letter asking for help, and this is how you repay me? How dare you!
Well, I mean...
She deserved it, that little bitch.
Something died inside of him that day. Watching that man slip away was more than his mind was willing to handle.
These cells are meant to hold prisoners who are under treatment. The people you send for will end up here. Remember that the confinement itself works as a preamble to the torture, and you should pace yourself. Don't take anyone before they are ready.
Understood.
Sounds from the torture chambers are shuttled in through those pipes in the ceiling. Manage your victims well, and let one prisoner's pain instill terror in his cellmate.
Alexander is quite impressive in many ways, but he has grown impatient.
He is not impressive, he's disgusting. The man needs to just pay. Laboratory. What do you do with meat? Pedestal, the heavy door is blocking the path. Agrippa, type man. Seeks a note written by a man named John. An orb is needed to enter. Okay. Scattered in the torture rooms. Let me head back up here. There's one other door I can try. Bunch of levers.
9th of August, 1839. I can't stop sweating and shaking. The warding ritual was not something of a sane mind. I did not even realize the dungeon was still in use. Alexander had his servants bring one of the prisoners, a murderer, he told me. Alexander made all the arrangements, but he said I had to perform the ritual in order to have the right effect. The shadow could be led astray by the blood of another. Killing the man would provide us precious time. What else could I do? Alexander said it had to be done. He is saving my life. I don't have the luxury of argument.
I mean, maybe you should have, like, just, you know, not cared. Just die. Two levers on the top floor are not working. It's probably some problem with the machinery. Okay. And this door, of course, I cannot get into. Gotcha. So I pretty much have... The ladder broke during the ascent. It is not possible to climb back up. Down now. Okay, so clearly the answer is down here somewhere. back at the dungeons.
Ah, you again.
Yep.
What level? Oh, that one. So many of Alexander's things are breaking down. Look around. Maybe the other room. There are machine parts hidden all over this place. You'll find a way to fix it.
Oliver. Oh, I believe it. Believe it, I believe it, I believe it.
Why me? I'm the next best thing. Alexander really wanted none other than Johann Reyer. You never heard of Johann Reyer? My God, boy. He's probably the greatest man in history. And you don't know him? Or is it the world has forgotten?
I think he was probably... Jeez. I guess I missed some rooms. People being strewn about and thrown apart. A very disgusting place. To the torture chambers. I feel like I'm really not finding anything here. I just see these testicles.
Is she dead? Was there something else? I was my pupil. My pupil. Yes, I do take pride in that. Is it so wrong?
The levers open the damn doors. Carefully cutting the man open made him think. This is how Father must feel about his craft, being an artisan relying on one's skill to perform something so delicate. Heavy doors blocking path. Agrippa's dying man. Let's do some more exploring. Surely I missed something. Gears, there's so many gears. menthol tinder boxes. These episodes are going to be a pain in the ass to figure out. Machinery, machinery, machinery.
Ah, you again.
Yes,
I
it's
was
me.
a brave man and dared to proceed where I could not. He unearthed a number of cavern temples and gathered a whole collection of orbs. But unlike every other finder since the
Okay, I think I
fall of
fixed the damn machines.
he was able to unshackle the horror you and I could.
I'm supposed to reach up there, push the gears up, and we're good to go. I'm gonna go over here, hit the damn switch so I can get a move on, open up these doors. Oh wow, will you look at that?
Daniel, you have gone too far. I have to stop you. I can't let you proceed any further. I'm sorry, my friend.
What did Daniel do? Sure, it's Alexander's fault though.
Ah, you again. You got the doors open? Good going. I knew you could do it.
Not many people believe in me, so you, my friend, Chick of the Dame, are an absolute shad. Okay, there's some more rooms. Agrippa channels Weyer. Weyer taunts me from the other side. I trusted him with my true reason for my efforts, and still he insists on me releasing Agrippa. How an enlightened man can show such a lack of compassion in a seat of power disgusts me. I can't bring myself to part from Agrippa, as he is and has been for centuries my only link to the worlds beyond. Weyer claims he tries his best to release me from my banishment, but that he needs me to give him Agrippa first, so he too can help. If he could guarantee success, I would happily oblige. But how am I to part from him if my return might be denied? I know that what they are capable of. I have seen their deception. Optimism is a most hopeless feeling, but I must retain it. I shall prepare for his release. To release Agrippa without killing him, Weyer told me to feed him tonic made from a paralyzer, vitia, and temperature. The poisonous fungi should work as a paralyzer if I can find the internal gland from the large specimen. The quia seems to be a fertile ground for this sort. I should then be able to extract its contents with the proper tools. The vitia could be extracted as usual from any agonized human victim's blood. I just need large amounts to distill it properly. Remember, to collect this during the next torture session. Temperature, on the other hand, will prove more difficult. I don't think it exists in this world. Simply writing the word with these letters looks wrong. I believe it's a property of the secretion in the water-dwelling Kernick. I will have to address Weyer with this, as he will have to supply me with a host. Also, a properly prepared well should suffice to contain it. One note speaks of a mixture made with 3 ingredients. Do you have any ingredients in here? Alright, get that jet out of this way. Ooh. In court, the Order of the Black Eagle spew their politics at each other for while I sit quietly in place, willfully forgotten. Once in a while, someone will notice me and lose themselves in a silent cower before regaining their senses. They all know I am the same Alexander who helped their fathers and grandfathers to found this great order. I've seen them take their fathers' places, and they too will grow old and pass away, while I remain the same, aged not by time, but by anguish. Maybe it's better just to, give up, Okay, looking for pieces. Nothing back there. Nothing up there. Okay. Moving on to the next room. An entrance. I feel like I'm running a little too carelessly through this area. It's a whole freaking ritual down here. After the men had secured the prisoners, the ritual began. Ow!
15th of August, 1839. The blood wards are failing. The shadow beckons, and its cry disarms my actions. Hurry. No time to spare. You have to kill another. Alexander produces a knife. He wants me to cut the flesh. Do it. Save yourself. He is a murderer, Daniel. He is evil. A cold-blooded killer. Hurry. Alexander, you must let me be. I have to concentrate. Take the man, cut the lines, cut the flesh, watch the blood spill, let it come.
Okay.
Please, I didn't do anything. Take the man, cut the lines. Take the man, cut the lines. Leave the man cries. Now you see.
I think it's a little demented.
I did well. One life for another. You hear me, guardian of the orb? I did all this for you. Now, once more, withdraw your shadow from my domain.
I feel like the shadow's definitely not gonna stop.
There isn't much time. I can feel it. We must act swiftly. I will do whatever it takes.
Jeez, when did you get here, sir? Sanity is at an unusually low level. The thick liquid spread across his tongue. He swallowed excessively to consume every drop. He looked through the window at the widespread forest, and the morning sun. Will it ever end?
What are my intentions, Daniel? Salvation. It used to be yours, but now you only seek misplaced revenge. How do you justify your violence? Is it for the greater good? Are you doing the world a service? It is you who caused all this pain and death. If you had accepted your fate and submitted to the orb when you first discovered it, none of this would have happened. It is curiosity in league with your selfishness that is killing us both.
Yeah. Sir, I think you're the one that's perpetuating this shit. Continue moving away. The sanctum is blood red.
The wheel is good for keeping your victims still during the procedure. They can be bound around the circumference or simply stretched across, tying limbs to the spokes and rim. All tools are by this point useful, and you may administer the torture in any way you like. But the forte of the wheel is the gaps. When you have decided that the victim shall die, you can smash their limbs with a hammer, making them fold in between the frame.
But they'll die. Too quickly, I mean.
No, don't worry. The human body is much more resilient. They can survive for days until they finally succumb.
We love torture. Torture's great. The murderer's limbs were tied to the spokes of the wheel. They turned the wheel slowly, but with intent, so the rope, secured around his leg, stretched and cracked the bone. He no longer had the strength to scream. The two men looked at each other knowingly and took a hammer and struck the victim's chest in a final act of mercy. Ooh, piece of the orb. Okay. Keep on exploring me. We keep low as we can be. And we move forward. Right. I hope I can hide from this guy. I didn't know he was so damn close. Tinderbox. We got more skulls here. Come on, give me the tinderbox. Gonna need every damn tinderbox I can get. Okay. Do we have another room? Oh, it's glowing green. The tissue is quite soft and it should be possible to break open. Oh, do I? Perfect. So what are my notes? Let's go to journal, hit the notes. Agrippa's channels where? So I have, what is it? The paralyzer. Vitia could be extracted as usual from any agonizing human's victim's blood. Distill it properly. Not sure if I have that yet. And temperature. Why is there a cow? Hello? The trader did not know what to think of the brass bowl, as he was forced to enter it. Only when the heat of the fire began to scorch his skin and cook his flesh did he realize it was to be his tomb. His screams of pain echoed inside the brass chamber and traveled through the complex instrument, which was the bull's head. Outside, the men could hear the brazen bull bellow. Ah. I see. It's one of those torture devices from back in the medieval days. Alright everyone, listen up. It's been over an hour. I have things to do, so if you want to see more of this content in the future, please give me a subscribe. Like this video if you liked it. Stay tuned for Horror Month. And I'll catch you all in the next video. Goodbye.